1 point behind Connor Patterson. So it's very, very close, and it's great to see one of the privateer guys jump in, and let's see what he can do in Les Smith's Mad Dog, all the way over from Perth in Western Australia. Had a quick chat with Anthony, the engine tuner, and they've taken out a little bit of fuel, so they've made it a little bit leaner for this run. Still running nice and safe within the parameters of safety in that motor. Thought they could get a little bit more top end and a little bit more bottom end by leaning this motor out. So we'll see what happens this time with Heath Hamilton, the first time in the boat. And as we said, a great piece of sportsmanship by Les Smith to enable one of the top drivers in this championship to jump in and use his boat for the national championship here this weekend. Also out on the back straight at the moment in the red boat is Mark Ebenruder in Rooters. The red boat, that is a 6-litre engine. And that's going to go head-to-head with James Clark this afternoon in the 6-litre category. Sorry, that will be tomorrow. So we see Heath now starting to jump onto the accelerator pedal. Sounding tough as it goes down to turn 2 for the first time under speed. Keeping the revs up a bit. Now he applies the throttle, jumps out of the water right from left to right and backs it up again with another big jump out of the water. Now starting to chime as he goes across some of the wash from the previous lap. But right hard into the gas, 25 metres before the turning curve. That's allowed him to run very, very wide mid-corner, and the boat's jumped out of the water again. So Heath, as you would expect, coming to grips with this boat. This is the first time behind the wheel of this boat. And this afternoon we'll be looking forward to getting behind the wheel again and going to do some very fast laps. So this practice session, very, very important for the Smith family and Mad Dog. With Heath Hamilton behind the wheel, this lap looks better. Better exit out of turn number 1. Across the start-finish line, again, still into the throttle, only 30 metres away from the turn-in boy. He's run very wide again on the exit of turn number 2, and now it takes a gunnel slap from left to right, starboard to port, and then back to starboard again. Now the boat settles and applies all of that throttle up the back straight towards the bridge corner. And that will be it for Heath Hamilton in Mad Dog for this session. And Mark Ebenruder back out onto the circuit again in his 6-litre boat. Slightly smaller boats, around about 18.5 foot. With a 6-litre motor. Most of these guys running Mopar NASCAR engines in these boats. They take out all of the restrictions that NASCAR imply for road racing, and they actually achieve better speeds and better performance without those restrictors in. And Mark been having some great battles lately, including 3 weeks ago up there in Yarrawonga. They went head-to-head with James Clark all over the weekend. Some fantastic racing in our 6-litre category. Boat starting to get smacked around from the wash from the previous lap. Mark just taking it nice and easy out there. Great corner entry and exit. Boat sitting nice and flat in the water, but obviously not under full acceleration this time. And Mark may be chasing an issue out there at the moment. I'm sure they will come back in download all of the electronic data available. There's lots and lots of sensors located all over the engine of this boat, as with most of our boats. We come back and crew will have a bit of a debrief, make some changes, and I think we'll probably see Mark out again a little bit later in this practice session. Nice and close up to the entry pin, the orange one. This is a better run out of turn number one. Hard on the gas all the way up the back straight. Into a slight headwind now. As our water conditions haven't really changed from much this morning. When we woke up around about 6 o'clock this morning, it was perfect. Glass off. Looked like a mirror. And this one's a far better run from Mark Ebenruder and Reuters. Comes along the line. Keeps his foot into it, a quarter to half throttle all the way around the turn-in pin, and it really is well settled on the way out. This is a really quick lap this time from Reuters and Mark Ebenruder. Big wide arc on the exit, and he's backed it down. So he'd be fairly happy with that last lap of that session. The hatch comes up and Mark returns to the paddock area. Looks like we've got some outboard action about to take place very, very shortly. Looks like Simon Troy down there.